do. But as we go into game number 2, we're looking for the Homebois to push this back. We're looking for the Homebois to show that they are a competitor against SRGOG.
Here we go. As we continue to rock and roll in this Grand Finals, Game 2, Homebois on blue, SRGOG eSports on red side. It's a good time to also remind everyone that SRGOG are not only looking for a three-peat, but also to restart that golden road that they came so close to completing last season, right? It starts by winning the 3rd MPL title in a row, and then trying to push it into MSC. Mid priority, for sure, given over the SRG, Izanami just could not catch a break.
So I'm gonna break it down what happened earlier. We saw SRGOG, both Humes as well as Stormy, trying to delay Amal on his buff, but then early rotation coming in from MLBBT forces Stormy to use the flicker, and now Humes is getting dived on and he's taking a lot of damage from Ivan.
Able to back off, and Ivan continues to put the punishment onto Stormy, force that recall, and free Izanami from that burden as well. Now they get to hold the wave. Even in the top, the Innocent is doing pretty well on Amal will sneak into the SRG jungle to take that camp.
In terms of emblem check, we are seeing that Bell has opted to go with a tank variation of the Cho. He's not looking for pure damage.
But 4 thrills here. Look at that.
He does. I mean, he needs to be able to trade against Cram at least, right?
Trying to bait Cram in.
Wait.
Cram's not gonna bite.
Oh, I called the Cho, by the way.
You did.
Phantom execution. Izanami. It's got Thorn Rose. Lethal ignition for the kill. Stormy first blood.
Dang, Stormy able to pick that up. I'm surprised that the lethal ignition had got the initial proc though. I thought Stormy was 1 off away for the proc, but here we go. As the teams continue to contest for the mid, Turtle will eventually spawn. And Sky's getting so much free damage.
There's no way to punish. Ivan, he finds Cram, but that's not the target he won. And the Molina blitz into follow-up. Stormy and Cram once more gets 2 more. A kick on the use, but he gets out. That's 4 dead. Homebois mid lane is completely open.
At this point, it's kind of unfair. We're going in 2 minutes in, 1,800 goal lead. Like Gideon predicted, whenever you want to go for a catch, Stormy just Molina blitz and then stop the entire engage. Like every single time, SRGOG is just 1 step ahead.
They are.
Every single game, Homebois gets blindsided by either a pick or maybe the early game rotation.
I mean, to be fair, I gotta give it to Cram, right? He made sure he...
Kick on the Cram. Speaking of the devil, they're gonna go on to him as Izanami dies on spin. Cram still alive. Couldn't get the Dark Wave off. Finally, they get a punish.
I was about to compliment Cram from landing the Flicker Dark Wave in the previous engagement, but now, after getting attacked...
Cast a curse.
Cast a curse. You can see that Homebois do not want him to be able to do that again. Take away his resources, he can basically fight for forever.
They find Amal. Holy cow.
Good.
Fighter.
That's a really good predictive call from Yomes.
That is insane. And some guys, he's not done yet. The passive stacked up with all the punctures. I mean, Val is watching this happen, but really nothing much he can do. He has to flick a kick, sure. Innocent getting gone on 2v1 scenario. Innocent got down in the top lane, but Turtle for SRG.
Either way, Homeboy's got to take any kind of trade that they can. Because as of right now, it does look like if you're going for mid, SRGOG is so locked in that you're not going to get punished because Humes is making sure that the river is always bright. There's no empty vision for SRGOG. Humes making SRG have very easy time making decisions.
Yeah.
Look at where he is, dude.
Like, what are you going to do now? Because again, with the rotations that we see from SR...
Fan executions. The guy gets away, so Yuz will eat the brunt of it, unleashes his full combo. Here comes Stormy with the damage. Actually finds the trade. Both robots go down. But Sakai's, he couldn't find Izanami, so he goes for the purple buff. Instead, Homebois just could not catch him.
Either ways, that's a good call, and this is what we saw from draft coming in from Homebois. No hesitation. Whoever that you see, just go for it, because we have a lot of damage profiles here. True damage, big burst coming in from magic, coming in from physical. We have the ways to catch.
Yeah.
Even if you catch a tank, doesn't matter, bro. Cram, Humes, we gotta take some kind of lead here.
Man, Stormy is 6-0.
Yep.
He is so far ahead.
But look at MLBBT. He's 1,000 ahead of Innocent. I mean, he doesn't lose enough, but hey, at least it's something.
It is something, but at the same time, I think that right now Homebois are also thinking about the way they engage, right? Not only do they have to cut their losses, but the layers upon layers that they need to engage upon SRG are, again, good damage profiles, but they can't throw it at them all at once. We've seen what happens, right? That's why you're seeing Izanami slowing down on utilizing that feather airstrike. Same goes for Amal when he's using the Spear of Alpha.
finally clearing out the mid lane. Turtle up in another 20 seconds, the bottom side of the map. So there is a convoy for Homebois in the upper part of SRGOG's jungle. Seeing if they can find anyone. They definitely spot on this conceal from Yums and Innocent. And Yums is going to pick forward to catch on the aim out. Good Spirit Valva to get away. SRGOG finds nothing.
Yep, Amal doesn't panic. Oh,
missing out the dark wave, but they will still follow up. Another catch with the Venom execution, and this time into the wall. They overextend for the kill, but maybe it's worth it. Innocent, he's starting on all of them. He's underneath the turret. Innocent, he's a madman, and he's still getting the job done. How is SRGOG getting away with that?
And all the while, Vel is going mid. He got the mid turret. This is Homeboy's mentality, man. Like, we lose, but we don't lose everything. We gotta win somewhere. But SRGOG, how do you win a team fight against them?
Yeah, it's kind of tough, but however, it did come at a cost, and I think that's why Homebois are like, all right, sure, you have a man advantage. We still took 2 out, which is not too bad, but at the same time, taking 1 turret back, that means we're only losing about like 200 to 300 gold in that trade.
And Yums is just soloing 3 people at once. They finally kick him and back him back with Phil Valva. Yums just sacrifices slide, but here comes the guys and grab to clean out the pieces. But the airstrike gets used. Amal couldn't survive long enough, and it's a 1-for-1 trade.
Man. Cram is so good at creating that space just enough so that Sakai's can slip his way through, whether in or out of the fight, every single time.
Yeah. I would say the positive thing here is that for SRGOG, they look almost unstoppable at this point. Like every single time you think you got a good catch, Sakai's, Innocent, Stormy, they're targeting, man. I don't know how they do it. They just make sure that they delete whoever is the one that's dealing the damage to make sure that they neutralize the team fight. But for Homebois, because of that, if they're able to take down Skies, Stormy, that's a big shutdown goal there.
Yeah, and a lot of times when both teams are almost at the same level, it comes down to the mechanics, and SRGOG, they are stat checking Homebois. They are gapping them with just raw skill.
Yep. I think the worst part about it is the fact that they're able to kind of unlock their lanes super early. Like the side lanes have left for such a long time. They're even getting MelQT on that bottom side to try and go for another turret, but the T2 falls on top. So SRGOG are going to be really, really fast on the rotate and maybe could even catch this bot side.
Right now, looking at the situation, still 4,000 gold ahead. SRGOG.
Oh, they want it.
Looking for... Oh, look what they're looking for.
I was about to say, that was such an honest conceal. They did it right in front of Homebois.
I mean, to be fair, Cram sees him and it's like, wait, we can intercept. They're actually not as far back in the lane as I thought. And by the time the movement happened, it's too late. They've been noticed. We call it off, call it quits here. We're looking for a big team fight.
Speaking of which, looks like both teams, they're setting up. Cram has a flicker.
Yeah, Val is looking for a kick here to think of kick, but you know the fight to engage. And these Sukai's gone, and Sukai's will be blown up. Both junglers go down. They find a kidnap with the Innocent, but he purifies out of it. Cram goes back in with the Infernal Pursuit, but he has to flicker out as well. Homebois finds a good trade.
In that exchange, both junglers are down.
Yep. Very, very clean. It's a lot worse for Sakai's because he is ahead by 3 levels. Amal was like, dude, I was 0-4 to begin with. Like, it's not like I have much gold on me.
But yeah. Ivan should get out of this, not a problem. As long as they keep this mid priority, they should have an advantage. Stormy
Wait, 2 damage?
Getting gone on. Stormy does have the passive. They'll try to break it. Stormy finally runs away. Diamond Force gets laid out. Stormy will survive. Bell now needs to walk away from this. Grab getting gone on. Executed by MelQT. Now Yums also has to start falling back. Homebois are clapping SRGOG back.
Wait, let's look at the items here, because that was way too much damage here. Vel, are you actually building damage on this one? Actually, no.
Thunderbelt.
It's just a Thunderbelt dealing that much damage? Oh my goodness.
It's just Stormy not having a lot of base stats, right?
No, Ivan with the grab and execution cancels! Those guys couldn't get in! And that's Lord for Homebois. The Willing the Blitz not enough. Ivan walks out.
All right, okay, we got a game on our hands, boys. Homebois now really getting into the motions of things against SRGOG. They figured out a bit of a pattern. They're blindsiding SRG, making sure that they're attacking from different angles, and Vel has been a large perpetrator of this.
Yeah, and I guess it's true. Just make sure that he has a hero that can survive a 1v5, and that stun, by the way, was clutch.
So good. If
Sakai's actually secured that Lord, that would be... Homebois would be sweating so much at this point. Now, SRGOG, they can defend, man. Stormy, that Melina Blitz can wipe out a wave.
Yep.
Definitely can. And Ivan actually gets his title strike cancelled. Sakai, just be careful. They find a kill against Sakai. Once more blindsided, but dashes away. Sakai still escapes. But the airstrike to keep Innocent at bay. He cannot sidestep the salvo. Innocent ends up going down. No chrono dash for him.
I don't know what to say.
What was the call there? That was... Okay, finally we see SRGOG. They bleed like humans.
Yeah, it looks like they made a little bit of a mistake where maybe they thought they wanted to fight. Where, okay, Sakai's got out, let's punish this. And then Stormy is like, oh, I see a little kitty cat. He just drops down the bombs and able to get that kill. Even I was surprised. I was like, this was being a little bit too forward there.
Yeah. Again, he could have just walked away from the range, to be fair. Or maybe he knew that he was going to die in the next shot anyways. From the lethal ignition.
Oh, wow, they forced the kidnap on the Slug guys. By this time, they punished Ivan. They were ready. Fram now flickers in. Yum finds the control of the MLQT. He managed to escape, and now Izanami turns around with the salvo. Artillery strikes a bit too much. A kick on the Stormy, but Bell, he's way too far ahead. He follows up with the kick, but he also gets away. Homebois finds the advantageous trade.
Imagine his entire team's like, Bell, and be like, I'm good.
It's chill.
I got a lot of dashes.
Relax, relax. It's all good.
You think Nana has 9 lives? Dude, I have 4, but 4 is enough. But either ways, that was good because let's talk about MLQT, man. How much engaged the SRG had on him. He dashed around. He was playing the violins because he was dancing, using the flicker to get out of harm's way, and then getting a kill. Now even having that winter crown. I gotta say, this ordinary marksman is doing extraordinary things.
He is coming out of that shell, right? He's coming out and it's like, ordinary is just not good enough this time around, especially against a team like this, as they have turned the lead over despite the score being 11-15.
MLQT is 3,000 ahead too. But Innocent, he's almost there with the Holy Crystal, right? That's going to be the critical mass for SRGOG. I think the biggest deterrent right now from Homebois is Izanami's feather airstrike. It is really keeping SRGOG at bay.
I think it's not just that. Izanami, he's holding his stun until the very last second to see who moves forward before completely crushing them, right? That's how they won their previous turnover fights on that previous Lord. And now that the Lord is coming back up again, does that mean that SRGOG Esports must consider the macro, force them away before they can find that precise attack?
Yep, Innocent now having that Holy Crystal, and I like that point about Barca opening up the Feather Airstrike almost as an invitation. Come in and just keeping the stun to actually turn the tides of battle. That's very interesting, but look at Yums. Yums trying to find an angle, and Ivan knows where he is.
Yeah, Ivan finds it. They need to get rid of Yums right now, and Yums will be able to walk out. Imam couldn't catch him with the Spear of Alpha, but they actually found someone in the battle. I believe that's Stormy. Stormy was the rifle now. Vel does not have the kick anymore, so Innocent jumps onto it. Vel will be able to escape. Both teams reset.
This is so interesting. Both teams trying to find angles on each other, and you can see literally the heads turning around to look at their back line when it gets attacked.
Trying to force mistakes.
Yeah, it's smoke and mirrors. Oh, here we go.
Better airstrike used. The guy's forced away from the fight. Izanami chased away by Innocent. There's still Vel lurking in the corner as Ivan is sandbagged by Cram. Top wave in favor of Homebois.
Now look at Vel. He's creating chaos.
Oh, the stun on the aim out. They blow him out. Stormy found the catch. Lord almost getting reset as the guys find the objective. Val finally gets the kick, but MLQT, as long as he survives, there is a winning chance. MLQT with a double kill. And Homebois, I think they found the top inhibitor too.
Dude, Homebois got a trade, man.
Yeah, they did. This is a beautiful game of MLBB here. Both sides highly calculated, and SRGOG were like, all right, let's lose the inhibitor. We need to get this Lord.
Oh, now Vel goes in, just being a distraction.
They want this mid inhibitor, and I think they won't get it, sadly. MLQT doesn't have enough output.
Can I just say, Vel 0, 1, and 3 don't do him justice. He doesn't get the assist, but the amount of chaos, the amount of distraction, like, he is making SRGOG overloaded.
He's acting like a celebrity, right? He goes into the back line and be like, look at me, look at my dazzling diva outfit, and you better look at me. If not, I'm going to take out one of your key win conditions.
Look at my kicks.
Look at my kicks, brother.
Oh, that's the conceal. Actually, they cancel. Yums kidnapped. Lickers trying to go for MLQT, misses. MLQT is now godlike. Innocent forced into a very rough spot. That's after Salmon falls. Grab it, Innocent. Oh, once more! Once more! SRGOG! They do the impossible! The Winter Crown delays the death of MLQT! Maniac for Innocent! And Vel is all alone! Finds the knockout, finds the kick, there's a purify! Innocent! With another savage! Third of this season! And SRGOG will march down top for the second win in the Grand Finals!
Oh my goodness. What a way. Game number 2 falls into the hands of SRGOG.